Hello there, my fellow pilots. What's up? Open Games here. Hope you all are doing good and have been enjoying your weekend. So yeah, we've got some brand new updates from Bioware. You know, a lot of people are asking, is EA going to close down Bioware? Are they going to axe Anthem? So we have some responses from the team at Bioware about that today. Plus also remember the There Be Giants event is still going on. Some updates about how you can actually track that one, and then also some new weapon teases and a bunch of other stuff. But also, real quick, there's some shop items. If you didn't know, they added, the Dreadnought armor pack to the shop. Check it out. And then also the metal diamond plating is back. This is totally worth getting, in my opinion. It makes your armor look so freaking sweet. But let's dive into the news here. So, yes, new weapon teases. So, Alex V says this, will there be more uniquely designed weapons brought into the game as well? That would be cool. And the response is this, just you wait. Winking smiley face. So that's Darren, who is one of the, I think, gameplay designers on Anthem. So yes, we will be getting new weapons, of course, new unique weapons. I'm so curious because I've always said that it would be cool to see like plasma, laser, energy-based weapons, something different for sure. Now, also, a lot of people are going around saying, EA is going to axe Bioware. They're going to shut down, the studio. They're going to stop producing, Anthem content, that sort of thing. So, that's going to be the topic today. So, this was one of the Reddit posts here by an Abomination who says this, Bioware, please don't give up on Anthem. And this is a new one here. And the response was this from Bioware. Well, this is what the post actually went on to say. It says, I just looked at Metacritic. I feel so bad for Bioware. I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say I hope they don't give up on the game because of all the negativity. We're all having a blast with the game and are excited to see what comes next. I'd hate to see it all get canceled because of the reception. I totally agree. That would be such a bummer. And Bioware Ben responded with this image right here. Can't stop, won't stop. But it doesn't stop there, guys. Furthermore, Husker's Echo says this, I do hope that Anthem doesn't get the axe from EA. I'm quite worried right now about the developers, etc. Just don't get too cocky or say dumb things. I like Anthem. I'm just not a paid shill. I'm just a guy. And, a lot of people are going around getting bashed for even liking Anthem and being called a shill, even if they don't run a YouTube channel or they don't stream or anything. But the response was this from Michael Gamble of Bioware. Says this, don't worry about us. We got lots of work to do, but you aren't the only one who likes Anthem. And that is so true. There are many, many people that love this game. They know it has problems. Of course it has problems. But a lot of the problems have been addressed recently, and it looks like Bioware is looking to listen to further feedback going forward. Furthermore, this was a question, I don't know how to say this name, we'll just call him Rage, who says, aren't you guys worried EA is just going to pull the plug? And the response was from Bioware Ben, who says, not in the slightest. So you could see how a lot of the Bioware developers aren't worried about that at all going forward, that they think that there is a future for this game. And if they nail down their immediate roadmap, from here till May, I do believe this game will have a future. Like if they nail down the next Stronghold, the Legendary Missions, the Mastery System, and then, of course, in May, we're going to get the Cataclysm. If they nail that down, and the Cataclysm is huge, then I do really believe this game has a future. But again, if they screw that up and screw up these events, then they're going to have major problems. Also, a very special thank you goes out to you guys here for letting me know how to basically track the new There Be Giants challenge going on right now, where you have to go around killing all 4 giants. So if you don't know how to do this, you can just go to challenges, go to your menu, go to challenges here. I thought it was going to be under free play. I couldn't find it anywhere. I thought you were supposed to go under expeditions, free play, but it's under combat, and then you'll see There Be Giants right there. You can basically track your progress and to see how many titans you have actually killed. So there you have it with that one. But I appreciate you guys responding to me out on Twitter, because I was like, I can't find a way to track this, and honestly that needs to be communicated better in the game on how you can actually track challenges like There Be Giants. So going forward, I think that's super important. Now this has been popping up constantly for me. It's such a pain in the butt. Avalanche says this, what is this about? And it says server will shut down in like 2 hours, and it goes off like every minute for me sometimes. I'm like, what is so annoying? So the response was this right here from Mark Darrow, who says this: it just means the free play server you are currently on will restart in 1 hour and 57 minutes. Messaging could be more clear. And a further response here from Bread Truck says this: so you can only spend so much time in the same server before you have to exit and load back in. And Mark Dower confirms, yes, but the servers stay up a long time. In free play, however, servers sometimes get recycled. So it doesn't mean like the whole game is shutting down. It just means that, you know, you should go back to the fort, gear up again, and then head back out. And you'll probably end up on a new free play server that's not in that rotation or getting, you know, closed and recycled. So I guess that's what that means there. And that does, I do agree, needs to be communicated a lot better, because I assumed when I saw it that the entire game was shutting down for maintenance. So that needs to be communicated a lot more. Alright, let's talk about hotfixes and more adjustments to the game. So this was the question from MBD, who says this: since update today, I've lost the 60% weak point damage on this component right here. And this is what Ben Irving says: it was stacking too high unintentionally, so we moved it until we can fix it. So there you guys have that answer, and that is on the Gunslinger's Mark. So if you do notice that there's problems with that one, that is your answer on that. Now, there's a lot of terminology in the game that just isn't explained properly, and a lot of you guys are wondering about this terminology. So thankfully, one of the gameplay designers went over it on Twitter. He says this: impact damage increase applies to any single target gear ability. Blast damage, increased damage for AoE abilities. So for Ranger, homing missile is affected by impact, and blast missile is affected by blast. Then he furthermore follows up saying this: I need to make a correction. My explanation of what impact damage did was off. Impact damage is a damage type like fire is a damage type. All current weapons and mini gear pieces deal impact damage. This information needs to be presented to everyone working on it. Yeah, definitely agree that there needs to be a proper glossary or something like that. Also, by the way, the gameplay footage you are seeing right here is from my stream. Guys, come into my streams. I'm probably streaming right now. You can find it in the link in the description below. Would love to have you guys over and join me and drop in and say hello. And I plan to, of course, play with a bunch of you very, very soon. That'd be freaking awesome. All right, so Cobra Shade says this: do you think we could get like an official post from Bioware on the Anthem site or something detailing everything? It is great that there's so much diversity, but would help clarify many of the bonuses. And the response was, yes, working on it. So sweet, we are going to be, in fact, getting some sort of glossary related to all this terminology. Man, this Titan right here, map business, as you can see, I had such a tough time dodging some of the attacks here. It went crazy. Alright, next up, Darren says this: luck increases your chances of getting better, rarer loot based on the max rarity you can gain at your level. So if you have a ton of luck at level 12, the likelihood that you will see rarer items goes up. I cannot say what the cap is, if one exists, but I'll find out. Alright, so there you go on that one, what luck does. Furthermore, Luke says this: dear Anthem, can you please look into the way inscriptions are rolled? Both the weapon and physical bonuses on Legendary apply bonuses to damage that do not apply to itself and are therefore completely useless. Also, getting pistol rolls on Colossus gear makes 0 sense. And Darren says this: yo Luke, we hear you, and we are making changes to how inscriptions are distributed. 1. Masterwork and Legendary items are much more likely to get rolls that improve them. This is happening very soon. Number 2, inscriptions on items are more tailored to that item type. Thank you for the feedback. So adjustments coming to Legendary and then Masterwork weapons and how inscriptions are going to be handled on those. So good news there. Furthermore, let's keep going. Devin says this: what does physical damage mean, and does it apply to specific javelins? Asking for a friend. And this is the reply from Darren: you, my friend, just hit the jackpot. Physical damage describes a category of damage. Elemental and physical are two main damage categories. Physical includes impact and acid damage. Guns, unless specific, do impact damage, so that is a great inscription for a gun. And then also, Christopher says this: on that note, people are saying impact also means knockback or knockdown for flying enemies. Is it true that impact is also signifying some kind of percentage chances increase in set ability to knock down an enemy as well as increase its damage if it is a single target ability. Great question there, and the response was from Darren. He says, the stat that affects these sort of this, hold on. The stat that affects these sorts of this is force. Okay, so the answer is knockback effects are applied by force. So if you see force and it ups your percentage of force or whatever, you're going to have a more likelihood of knocking back the enemy. So there is that answer related to that Inscription terminology right there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned here for all things Anthem. Hope to see you guys in the game, and stay tuned for more. Good to know that Bioware is going to be, pressing on and continue on here. I really cannot wait to see what they come up with next, especially with the javelins. We haven't heard anything about new javelins just yet, but it's cool that they are going to be bringing new weapons too. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you next time. Take care.